Okay, okay, let's get started. Yes, yes, it is definitely time to get started because this is now what our lives are like. Days of Our Lives. You know, the only reason I know Days of Our Lives is from Friends. I'm sure that's actually it for like a whole bunch of people. Actually, now that I think about it. Nice. Yes, it's one of those days. I have no idea what the show is about. I'm just gonna put that out there. Yeah. So it's don't tell me what days are. Just, like, come on. There's no need for any of that. Why would I want to know? I don't share your culture, Grandpa. Anyway. A few things right off the bat, just because we need to discuss them. The our boys and girls on the Discord know, but for the general public, I will not be here probably Tuesday and Wednesday, tomorrow depending, but I am going on a probably also not tomorrow now that I think about it. But anyway, I'm going on a company retreat, so yeah, I won't be here. Everyone will be sad, obviously, and then they'll come crying to me and be like, "Muses, save us from our boredom." To be fair, someone has actually said that to me before. Well, not just a single someone. I think actually, if we ask our admin, I'm fairly certain I even still have that conversation pinned somewhere. Our admin, can you find that conversation? And can you count how many people? I don't care for absolute value because that's not really like I don't need the absolute count, but rather the percentage of people who were on the Discord who are in the Discord and who asked for more content because they were getting bored. Okay? Yeah, just do that calculation because I mean you're not strictly very interested in what I'm gonna talk about here anyway. So yeah, I'm totally fine with yeah, if you want to do something else. But anyway, so shall we talk about this then? Last time we had left off with the second Pomeranian getting into this area, and we're seeing some interesting breakthroughs happening now, right? Like on this front, but really like you can see that the offensive of both the technocrats and the collective have done pretty well, right? Like they have well, what are we saying? Like the collective has driven a huge gap in the line, and if it weren't for this counterattack that came out of the north, really nothing would have happened. Right, like everything there would have been fine. I did say these were going to be 70 wide, right? Did I say these were going to be 70 wide? Are these 70 wide? They are 70 wide. Okay, so the division counters will be 70 wide. This will be 65, 60. Okay. Yes. That's a good question, actually. The question was, will we be abandoning the squirrels soon? No. Sorry, yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. It had nothing to do with why I was just laughing. I will not repeat why I was just laughing because it's they keep bringing up like material, like they keep bringing up information that could be construed as what am I saying? Could be construed as non-material, or no, as material information, and so therefore it should be bound by disclosure rules, which means, you know, they're being gigantic assholes because they want me to say it. Like, exactly, yeah, they want me to say it on stream, and therefore get the SEC to come, I don't know, send me a strongly worded letter and attempt to sue me. Like, the SEC is so useless. Well, it's just like, the SEC is just so, I don't even know what to say about it. Like, its enforcement power is so weird, right? Because it can't really enforce anything against our friend Elon, but it can enforce lots of things against everyone else, and so it's just like, it's just a weird situation for me to be in, because I really so I paused in the middle of the thing, you know, I really, and then someone in the Discord added, I really, and then like Elon Musk and the SEC, and yeah, that's obviously not true. Oh, 1 second. So, actually, something else that I meant to talk about. I have decided to actually stop writing sort of the day-to-day combat of this Worlds of War series. Instead, I will be I will only write sort of very, very, very cursorily about the relationship between, you know, the different or about, I should say, about one particular commander every, oh right, what am I saying? This has gone back here. About one particular commander, probably every part of the day, and then that'll just be it. And the reason is simply just because I don't have any more time. I wish I had more time. I wish everyone had more time. Well, you guys know the reason, right? I'm not going to say it out loud here because it really doesn't concern the average viewer. It's just, yeah, I don't have any more time. I suppose so. Yeah, I could just at least say yes, that it's related to my health, as opposed to you know, like a work or getting shut down or anything like that. None of that is really happening. So then these, oh wait, these guys disappear. So this forms a rather interesting open flank that we will actually see get filled later with you know, the 36th and 37th divisions. We should no, yes, let me do this real quick. We should indeed be adding in another corps. Army Corps. Oh, come on, hurry. Yep. So we will be adding in another army. The 7th is now down here. And the 7th now contains these 3 divisions, 25, 28, and 35. And the newly formed, I think it's a 12th, right? Yes. Yes, and this would be the 12th division. Oops. Move you to the center. Move you out like that. Oops. Too big. Oops. Ah, come on. I got a new mouse, it's great, but it's also like a lot more slippery than I imagined. So it makes things still not quite ideal. This will go to 60. Oh, of course. There we go. This will go to 60. And so the 12th core has formed up on this end. There's still a open front, but that'll be fixed soon. Should have a reinforcement arrow. There we go. So I did a roll for the collector, and there will be something this round. Yes, because otherwise it's like this front is too big, right? Let's see. So these, nothing has happened there. This has gone into this direction, 20th, which there should be 70, I believe. 70? 70, excellent. 70, the 20th is now here, 40th is here. Excellent. So this is basically held between the 25th, which I guess can come down and attack in this direction. Okay, so that's good. This is gone. This is 3 divisions against 3-ish divisions with our artillery now moving up. And you know that remains the yes, I was actually exactly about to say that. Yeah, the artillery by the technocracy remains one of the bigger imbalances in this war, because it really allows the technocracy to attack really wherever they want, right? Because it's such good suppression. And we should note actually that even in modern warfare, oops, ignore that, that's all good. Artillery indirect fire is never the primary killer. Or no, that's wrong. Indirect fire is never the method by which you take a position. If you want to take a position, you still have to use like boots on the ground type stuff. Because if you don't, the position itself is really, really hard to take. Because indirect fire, like, if the opponent is spirited enough, why is this here? Hold on, why is this here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll get to 9. Okay. This remains, this is now 50%. Just because it's weaker. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I got completely distracted. But the idea is that indirect fire, even though it is very, very powerful and it's very, very useful, it's not what breaks a positional. For that, you really still need boots on the ground, and you really still need you need your men to actually get into the positions to actually take them. And that's still difficult, right? That's still difficult, like you can see here. As long as, but the corollary is true, because an attacker will always, I mean, not always, but for most of the time will have to go into the open, and so once they're in the open, it makes things a little bit more difficult. Yeah. No, I don't actually. No, you're right. I wouldn't know what the modern military does. It's an educated guess based on what I know of declassified documents of what happened in the far past, right? And then, you know, like garnished with whatever I understand, how I understand the world. So the reason why the 22nd is able to do this is because the 8th, whatever its attack on a north of Queen Victoria position doesn't matter. So the 22nd has a very short line, so it's able to do that. Let's put this up to here. And this over to here. Okay. So this is the first part of this day. We can see some minor bulges in the lines, but nothing that really suggests a how do we say? Nothing that suggests anything that could like alter the fate of the 3rd Guards Division. In fact, you know, like even if the 54th tried, the 11th would then just threaten St. Paul's, and then the northern flank is still secure between the 3rd and the 33rd. So it's a fairly strong position for the technocracy, and it's also a fairly, well, I mean, all of these formations are exhausted, right? From their old, not their old, what am I saying? From before, like they've been under constant fighting for a long time. Yeah. So this is the first part of this day. Excellent. Let's move on to the second part. I do want to what am I saying? I do want to do the counterfactual warfare. The military operations question, but I think it depends just on how exhausted I am by the end of this. Because I'm allowed to be exhausted, right? Yes, I am. And also just how much inspiration I have for the actual work in that field. In that question. Let's go with that question. Okay, so another 2 infantry divisions. And then a corps. And then an army. Yeah, so the collective have created an army basically out of nowhere. Out of nothing. Well, no, not out of nothing, but you guys know what I mean. So this will be the 61st Corps. Excellent. This will be the 61st. And then this should be the 4th? What, 5th Army? I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this is the 5th Army. Every time I start counting now, I just assume that, yeah, exactly. It's, you guys are slow. Are you guys talking about something else on the Discord? Okay. Well, that's a good topic to talk about. 60. This will be the 66th and 67th. 66. And then we said these were 70, right? Yes. And then this will be the 67. Can't click on colors properly. And this is 70. Excellent. And so the 2 corps have arrived. Two divisions have arrived here. there's now a tentative connection with the Army Group West. So this shall be 3, 5, 7, 9. Where did the 9 go? Come on. 9. Excellent. Okay. And so now we want to three, and then down to here. Excellent. 3, and so the 37th, which was originally going to go further south, now no longer can go south. It has to stay and actually establish a position, essentially. And it's doing so like this here. It should be 70. Excellent. Okay, so the 35th is now on this end. 7th Corps. We should also do a... Do I sound exhausted? Yeah, I... How can you tell? I don't know if I should be flattered or slightly slightly afraid. Bishop 7, excellent. That's the difference between the Second Army, which coincidentally its headquarters are now here. And it's got four Army Corps. For now, that'll be fine. But anymore, and stuff will have to change, right? Our boy Elm might be getting another army soon. Nothing's happening on this end. This is like it's interesting to me how easily offensives in these kinds of positions just stall themselves. And that's actually fairly real to nature, because like if you, well, I mean, I'll probably go back and talk about Clausewitz again, but it still remains the point, right? Like the culmination point is the culmination point. And so did I not? I must have talked about Clausewitz. Oh, don't kid me. Of course I talked. How could I have done this for so long and not talked about Clausewitz? Must be fucking. Yeah. We're going to just end after we finish the Squirrels today. We might do tomorrow's stream as the military operations question. Actually, no. Tomorrow we'll do another sponsored one, and then on Wednesday, I guess, once I come back, we'll do a military operations question. Well, I don't want to keep you guys like completely cut off for the 2 days that I'm gone. So if okay, let me make this disclaimer. If I am able to stream tomorrow, we will stream something out of the Discord. If I am not, well, too bad. So the 52nd still maintains control. Oh, sorry, yes, I'm just answering the question now. The 52nd still retains control of the 40th and the 31st. It's just kind of easier. Or it is still kind of easier. Why are they not attacking north? Because they are exhausted. That this actually looks like that. Yeah, like I should change all of these, but I really don't want to change all of these. So like the size of the counter should have no bearing on its fighting ability. That was the whole point of switching to these new counters, because the size of counter like got really distracting and couldn't fit properly onto the map anymore, right? You guys remember when we had operations down here where there were like 4 or 5 division counters all sitting in like a little forward salient, and that just didn't work. No. 15th. Okay, so this is good. The attack here has relaunched. The 4th was driven back. This was driven back. Army Group West. Let's put West. Let's put West here. Okay, and so that was driven back. To repaint this line. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to repaint that line. It's going to look something like this. Oh, 3, and then down into this direction, and here. Excellent. And then this will go away. This will go to here. Don't paint along this line. Oh. Why did you not go away? Go away. There we go. Okay. So this goes here, this goes. And then the 5th artillery is getting drawn away from this area. Like that. Eastward. Are you guys proud of me of how I cleaned up the counters? So beautiful, right? The 5th has been upgraded to horse artillery, which means they're actually a lot faster. But also the 32nd is now moving away. Because this section of the front is now once again sort of calm-ish, right? Like there's very little. We have now a artillery in place to how do I say it, to face off against those maintenance not maintenance, engineering regiments, and that'll be that. Yeah, 6 can once again relax. The 3rd moves up a little. Good. This is bad. This is bad. This has disappeared. The 3rd Guards Division is now even fainter. So next turn is when it'll disappear. Yeah. I mean, not many divisions have actually been completely broken down like that. I think there was only one down here at HMRC building that suffered the same fate, right? So it's not like it's a very, very common sight. So the 5th Army is now in charge of that, and the 5th Army, coincidentally, it's still part of Army Group East. What am I saying? Yes, Army Group East. Its orders are coming down from here and then up. You're right in that it would probably be easier if its orders came from west, but there's a coordination issue, right? Because Army Group West has no real good idea on what Army Group East is doing, And so like it can't really call and ask for what they're doing before it then sends orders to the fifth. So it's much easier for Army Group East to say, this is our plan for the next 10 days. You can support us in this manner. And then so essentially the Fifth Army is actually pretty how do we say, it's actually pretty independent of a force, right? So it could do some very interesting things. Unfortunately, it also doesn't have a lot of formations, and it only has one engineering formation, which is already under the watchful gaze of the 1st Artillery Regiment. I mean, actually, I wouldn't mind going to bed early today. I am kind of exhausted. Yeah. Uh, no, we'll finish this quest. We'll finish this quest. The second day is over. Or no, not the second day. The second part of the day is already done. I'll just. Okay. Let me change the title. Just Squirrels at War. While sick. How about that? While tired. There. While tired. I don't even really know why I'm tired. It's like I think it's just a matter of just a matter of really just not having had enough sleep, like for the how am I saying, past like 5 years. Well, ever since I started my startups, I've not really slept all that well, and like there is something to be said for founders who are often like exhausted, right? Like it is something that happens. So I blame you a lot. Of course I blame you a lot. Like the idea, you see, capital is such an interesting thing. Like you guys force through so much how do I even say it? You guys force through so much just like sheer absurd amount of work on founders that sometimes like the work-life balance for founders is crazy, right? Like some people can do it just fine, and some people, like other people with great ideas, never get to realize them because they can't work 100-hour weeks. Just give me 1 second. I need a clip for my hair. Okay. So I probably shouldn't have left at that point of the conversation, is what you're saying. And probably, but it's too late. But I guess my overarching point really is that it's, and just relax, bro. The overarching point is that there are a lot of good ideas that get buried because their founders aren't working 100-hour weeks, 120-hour 120-hour weeks. And that's like, in some ways that's kind of tragic, right? Because it's supposed, that's not what the That's not what capitalism is supposed to be about, if I can put it that way. What am I selecting? What is this? What? Hello? What? Oh, I pasted it in. Okay, that's what happened. It's okay, just ignore me, it's fine. Someone's gonna say yes, we do it. Yeah, see, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, no, but like I don't blame. I don't know. Again. I don't blame you guys for it. It's just, to me, it's tragic that it has to happen now, right? Like, and in some ways that must be how it happens, because that is simply how humanity, or how humanity assumes capitalism works, right? And so like who am I to argue with it? I can't really. Okay, that's good. Don't you wish I were a hippie? That'd be like, I'd be like the worst hippie, man. Like, free love, man. And then I go and, like, instead of you know, practicing free love, I might actually just be reading a book. And imagine liberals reading a book these days. I say that in jest. I just know someone's gonna flame me right after this. It's, see, that's really the point, right? Because polarization is so strong now. It's tragic how strong it is. Like, I don't even. Politics is just. Why do you guys do this to yourself? That's my question, right? Like, you don't have to do this to yourself. Let's move this over like this. So 23rd is not here. And yes, exactly. Yes, we are systematically sort of just retaking the London Wall line from these exhausted divisions, and we will then we will use the freed up forces somewhere else, essentially. And so these three keep moving like this. Oops. I don't like that I can't click on, like, if I click on invisible portions, it still selects the item. That's not supposed to happen. Or at least I don't think that's supposed to happen. If I'm wrong, please correct me. There we go. Too many arrows. Are you sure about that? Can you imagine me giving a lecture though? Well, no, I can imagine myself doing it at a university just fine. That's not the problem. I'm talking about like at like your suggestion, which is, you know, going to your company to do it. I don't think that's a good idea. Do you think it's a good idea? I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, we're gonna save the third guards here to show that, you know, we have a cadre cod that can be used to reform that. So then this attack is now basically useless, and we will treat it as such. But oh no, yeah, actually we're going to incorporate another army corps up here. Too much middle management, right? In some ways I can't even disagree with that. It's true. Like layers of middle oh, we do have to layers of middle management will only make it worse, which is really interesting, right? Like, especially when you apply to military maps, how much is too much and how many is too many? Like how many layers is too many? And in the case of the squirrels, I do have the numbers, but I can't remember them off the top of my head. But essentially, for squirrels, they need more layers of bureaucracy, because on the platoon level, on the fire team level, you know, with humans, a fire team might be like 5 to 10, I think. I need to look this up. I think I just have the wrong word for it. A squad is what I mean. A fire team is, I think, what, like 2 or 3? Yeah. Oh yeah, like up to 5 soldiers. So a squad would be like just looking at the thing. A squad is how many soldiers? Can you just give me a concrete number? 9. What? Larger than a team but smaller than a section. Thank you so much. Okay. The US Army squad is as many as 12. And the smallest tactical subsection, being the tactical sub-unit, is actually a section, which is a half platoon. You got it. And so between 6 and 20. Yeah. So that's essentially the difference, right? So a squad might be like 8 or 9 people, 8 or 9 men in the modern world, but in the world of the squirrels, a squad is like 3 or 4, because you just like you need so much more command and control, and so that's why you need more layers of bureaucracy. So for each fighting squirrel, you have a bit more command, but that's also just redundancy, because, you know, squirrels tend to get distracted by things like dogs. Anyway, so this is coming back here, and I think, let's just double check. Are we done with the day? Those are good. These are good. These are good. And so we can see that there's nothing really in the back, so this attack by the 60th Corps will actually do some amount of damage. And that's what we shall see here. Am I starting to speak crazy? I can't be. I feel like I know what I'm saying. Luckily, the second Pomeranian is just over here. I don't think I'm that crazy. Like, I might be a little bit crazy. Oops. I will never dispute that. Well, mostly because I couldn't dispute that, right? Because that's obviously true. But the point is, I don't think I'm that crazy. Like, I was about to say, like, what if the Discord was just the one giant figment of my imagination, and well, I mean, exactly, right? Like, and I'm just sitting, and I'm not even sitting in front of a computer. I'm just sitting in front of a wall, and just like lights from the outside are flickering on the wall. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. So because of the attack by the sea, let me finish this so I can go sleep. Because of the attack by the 60th Corps in this case, we don't originally Second Pomeranian was earmarked for it, action further south. That's no longer possible. It's just like they're just fighting all over the place, right? It's unfortunate. We have these guys incoming though. That's good. I feel like 70 is too big actually for these counters. Maybe they need to be 60. 60 does look better. I'm not gonna change all of them though. We'll do it sometime in the near future, yes. That's a good question. Did anything happen on this front? No. Because as we've said before, if you want to break an enemy, you need some boots on the ground, and the technocracy doesn't really have any boots on the ground here. So it's just that they can't. Right? It's not that they don't want to, it's that they can't. And the reason they can't is quite simple. It's because they don't have any boots on the ground. Because all of the boots are on the eastern side, getting stuck in like an offensive that suddenly now makes no sense because like they haven't really accomplished anything, right? Like the idea was for these guys to push into westwards, or to cut across to the south, to break, to reestablish contact with the Third Army and to cut off an entire army group, right? That is unfortunately not happening right now. That doesn't mean it can't happen, and so that depends on our boy. Who's in charge? So let's check. Our boy, High Branch, General High Branch. And if that works, if they're able to punch into, Tower Gateway and to reestablish contact with the Third Army, then that would be amazing, right? Like that would actually have trapped, let's see, 3, 6, 10 divisions, two combat engineers, 3 corps, 1 army, and 1 army group headquarters. And that would be amazing. Now, having said that, how can Elm and River Spring actually communicate? And the answer is they can't really. Like, yeah, they'll send a message to headquarters, and then headquarters somewhere over here will send a message over here to River Spring, and by that time it's too late, right? It's the same thing we talked about earlier with why the 5th Army is not part of Army Group West. It's just you can't, because it means you have no control over it. So yeah, like Elm will definitely send word to River Spring about what's happening, and High Command will definitely be looking at this and going, yeah, we need to do that, but like actually for it to happen is a completely different question. Does Thatcher understand the danger he's in? Probably, but he's also very proud, so we shall see. Pride is one of the themes here, yes. Well, it's pride is one of the themes in military just in general, right? What a pun, thank you. No, like pride is a problem, and it is a problem for everyone. Remember, like the sheer amounts of offensives by General Elm that completely failed were also because of pride. Right? Like General Elm of the First Army Group were also pride, and so like to say that the collective is suffering from excess pride, I don't think that's very fair, or is it very accurate? That doesn't mean that it's not happening. It's just like that it's my tongue feels slurred as I'm speaking. I feel I feel like my tongue is slurred as I'm trying to speak. Yes, I will. You know what? Yeah, let's. I'm just gonna go to bed now. Screw it. Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't know why. I'm just very exhausted today. It's good though. It's good. It means I'll enjoy my half vacation type thing even more. Exactly, because I get to be away from Eula. So this attack is now going in this direction since the 20th didn't manage to do anything. And this is now you can see we were just talking about it, and I didn't really want to draw attention to it, but we might as well now. The idea is that if these guys can break this and come to the south to meet River Spring, then that is an entire army group that will have fallen in. And that will change the front completely, right? Because that's again 10 divisions, an entire army headquarters, 3 corps headquarters. That'll be yeah. Like that will make the front once again non-static, right? Because the technocracy will just completely like they'll essentially have free reign in the south here, and that's what they'll do, right? Like they'll go crazy. Well, I mean, once this pocket is reduced, but we'll see if that actually happens. I think is it? Yes, I think that's it for today. Actually, these guys go away. We did take basically 55 minutes. So I guess I can't complain, yeah. And neither should you guys complain. So that attack came out. There should be some amount of movement here, so let's say that this is actually gone. Let's say that this is here. This is here. And this is here. Okay. And we'll delete these two. But I guess if you want me to speak more French, no, I'm probably not going to speak more French now. So the 36 comes down like that, 37 stays there. Because we have a new division, right? So we have a new division coming, and so the 12th can sort of everything can shift southwards, or the 32nd can just like what am I saying? can just leapfrog southwards, and that'll essentially give us more firepower in this section. So yeah. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's very much it for today. I'm going to go pass out now. I will be writing these on and off. Oh, yes. I'll do something about them. I don't even know yet. No. So tomorrow we'll play whatever game that you guys can figure out if I do stream, and then we'll do the military operations on Wednesday. Yeah, because it's just I can't. I need the rest, if that makes sense. Yes. Okay, well, that is it for today then. Thank you again very much for watching, boys and girls, and let me just say it was a pleasure-ish. Some of you are nice, some of you are less nice. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Oh yes, in conclusion, please download Firefox. Please don't go to Chrome. And yes, I should talk about that. Well, I mean, you guys know everything I'm going to talk about. I talk about it in the Discord often enough. Yes. Goodbye now.